Nicole, in the last couple of weeks, you and I have been working with a lot of investors who are making the move. They're taking their investment property from other agencies and coming over to Century 21 Novocastrian. What are some of the reasons that you're coming up against?
Firstly would be poor communication. So the landlords aren't being communicated with during the process of their management, or they may come across something that, you know, is quite major in their eyes that they haven't heard anything about.
The other thing I'm finding at the moment with some of our new clients is that the level of experience. So in our team, the average tenure of experience is 10 years. So it's really important with your property manager that they do have that experience that they can deliver.
Absolutely. The other thing I'm coming across would be like the vacancy, days on market, how much the landlords are actually losing when a property is online for too long. So that comes down to, you know, as our office, it's our preparation and what we're doing leading up to that property going to market, making sure that we're timing right to go to market and then booking open for inspections and following through with the team and ensuring that that process is systematic to a point that we're reducing those days on market.
Our marketing, we are very aggressive in the way that we do our marketing, and I find that it is that first 7 days, that's when you should be finding your tenant, not 60 and 70 days out.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about return on investment, Nicole? What are some of the things that some of our investors are coming back to us with that?
When we're looking at lease renewals and increasing those rents annually, it's making sure as a landlord that they're keeping up with the market rent. So we've had conversations, now this is both with current landlords but also investors, is that if we're not staying in line with current market rent, they're falling behind. What that means for them is they don't have that additional income to support those expenses they're
exactly like interest rate rises.
100%.
And I know that there are 3 properties at the moment that both you and I are taking over from one of our competitors, and all 3 of those properties, all the rents are well under market value and have been for some time. So those owners have been losing somewhere like $5,000 per year per property. And what do you think about the managing agency agreements and the quality of the lease agreements and the ingoing condition reports, those important documents?
Look, it's important from day one that everything is like on point. We have our compliance team who, you know, cross-check our work to making sure that it's all correct. But what's important when you're looking back at when the tenant moves in, from their ledger, from their start dates, right through to their ingoing reports, the detail in that. So if we don't have quality behind all the admin, particularly when we're taking over a management, we can only go off what the previous agent had. So that's, I suppose, one thing. You need to make sure that your agent is keeping records correctly.
Absolutely.
And admin's on point.
And another one I've found just recently as well is maintenance, and that coming to the owner with a solution to the problem, not just calling the owner and saying, Nicole, your air conditioning's not working, what are you going to do about it? At the moment, we're seeing a lot of property managers in particularly other offices who just don't have that level of experience, and it's just due to age and time in the industry as well. Maintenance is a really big one. It can also cost you as a landlord as well if you have to then negotiate a rent reduction because that tenant is without air conditioning for 6 to 8 weeks.
So if you're looking for a new managing agent, Lee and I encourage you to reach out to us. All it is just a chat. Have a chat and see, you know, our systems, our processes and what we can offer you.
And also remember, your chat's going to be confidential, and look, you're under no obligation to make the change, but it's always worthwhile just having that discussion and a bit of food for thought, because you never know, you might find that we could save you $5,000 a year in lost revenue.